On the richest day of my life, I had $0 in my pocket. It all started a few weeks prior when I came to Gandoca to live and work on an organic homestead here. Now, this town is small. I'm talking no grocery store, no doctor, just homesteads, farms, the jungle, and the ocean. Initially, I had come to Costa Rica seeking answers about how to build a heart-centered life after experiencing burnout, fear, and inauthenticity from corporate and academic hustle culture in North America. And today, I was about to get some of the answers I was looking for, because I was about to start an adventure that would permanently alter my perception on what abundance really is. Good morning from Gandoca! I'm going to Punta Mona today. It's been one of my dreams to go for years, and it's finally happening. I have no words. Punta Mona is a world-famous eco-village. So famous that it was featured on Zac Efron's Down to Earth series, which is where I initially heard about it, and it captivated my heart. There are some difficulties about how to get there though. There are no roads to get to Punta Mona. You either have to hike in or take a boat. Luckily, while I was staying in Gandoca, my host mom Sandra knew the land quite well, and so we set off through the jungle with nothing in our pockets except a machete and a small packed lunch of chicken and rice. We didn't even need to bring a water bottle because Sandra, my host mom and guide for the day, was just gonna cut coconuts along the way as we needed.
Un poco salada.
We just found a praying mantis!
Una semilla, a heart seed. Sandra found another seed in the ocean. That little one's so cute.
The biggest mossy root. Wow, I'm sweating crazy because it's the jungle and this Canadian body is not used to the heat, but we're almost there. Heyo, it's Editing Emily here. Without realizing it, Punta Mona had kind of become this place that I projected a lot of my ideals onto in terms of a place where life could be truly sustainable. Even though Punta Mona captured my heart in terms of all the media about it online, it closed to the public a little while back. They've been going through some regulatory issues with the neighboring wildlife reserve. I wasn't going to be necessarily walking into the sustainable community I had dreamed of. It was more going to be like an echo of a dream, of a memory that once was. All the infrastructure was still there. The permaculture gardens were live and abundant, but it wasn't necessarily going to be an eco-village. We made it to Punta Mona. This is going to be the first time I've really experienced tropical permaculture, which is, I guess, a niche thing to want to experience, but there's something about how wild this place is that I just feel like I'm seeing the beauty of the ecosystem in a completely different way. We only just got here and I'm already super, super inspired, and I can't wait to see what they have on the property. This is an apple. Manzana. They had everything they needed on the land. The way they structured this place to have fruit trees filled with everything you could possibly need was new to me. Ah! Pica! It's so beautiful. It's like everything you need is right in front of you. What? Ah! Bananos!
Muchos bananos.
Mira, son diferentes especies de banano. Mira, Emily.
Wow.
Estos son diferentes a estos. Mira, estos son diferentes. Mira estos, Emily.
Wow.
Mira, estos. Este sabor de este banano es diferente. El sabor es diferente. A mí me gustan más esto. Lleva para comer en la playa.
It was so different than the way I experienced life back home in Canada, which is so much more sterile and metallic and stressful. Sure, there's stressors in the jungle for sure, but the energy was so different. That's where avocados are from. I just feel so abundant with life.
Para hacer el chocolate.
Wow. ¿Es cacao?
Sí.
¿Por cómo?
Sí, puedes comer uno.
On the outside, it's like, oh yeah, I hiked there and I went to an eco-village. But on the inside, it was like my perception of life was permanently altered. Something just clicked that day, and it was like my body remembered the way that our ancestors lived, that our starting point is abundance. All we need to do is stay connected to the land.
There's just so much to learn. Árbol de achiote?
Sí, mira.
muy bonita.
Esto es color natural para la comida.
Wow. I think we're gonna go back soon. I still have a lot to process. What a wonderful day.
The abundance that I felt was still nuanced. Like, it wasn't just like I ate a mango for the first time and realized what it felt like to be alive. Part of the reason I felt so abundant and safe in that moment hiking in the jungle was also because I had enough savings in my bank account to even get to Costa Rica in the first place, because I had a passport that allowed me the freedom to come and go through the country. Like, I'm not saying that all of these other things didn't matter. It was more like I realized in an embodied way the amount in which we had strayed away from an idea of richness that is earth-centered and land-centered and heart-centered, rather than always pushing outside of ourselves for something, like looking for something to fill that void.
We've picked so much fruit over the last couple days. We can't eat it all. So we're making nectar for juice. ¿Qué es esto? Sí. And listening to ABBA in Spanish.
Cocinado para hacer néctar. Amor esta noche.
Dame amor esta noche. Aguacate.
Hacer guacamole.
Para hacer guacamole.
Hazlo así, mira, Emily.
Wow. Half a tablespoon of avocado, and my skin feels so good right now.
Wow.
Growing up in a place, Toronto, we think richness comes from material success and the things that we seek outside of ourselves. Often it's hard to feel abundant in a culture that just teaches you that resources are scarce, competition is high, and you've got to like make it in order to feel successful, or like your life is worth it, or like you'll be safe. I didn't want to abide by our culture's norms and standards anymore, and I was presented with an alternative, which is a blueprint that measures richness by the abundance and connection of the land, rather than how we take from other people or how we build our sense of self-worth and confidence by going after achievement or by material value. If true abundance does come from this inherent connection to the land and ourselves, but we're destroying the ecosystems around us because of this culture and the systems in which we live. What does that mean? There's like a circularity in our ability to feel richness, and if the land is abundant and it provides to us, then we also have this responsibility to heal the land and provide the land back in turn.
Lo ponemos en la licuadora.
Ah. Gracias, Sandra.
Hola, Emilita, provecho.
Buen provecho.
Buen provecho.
Guacamole.
Ensalada rusa, carne, ensalada de lechuga y zanahorias.
Lechuga y zanahorias.
Y un poco de limón.